So getting started in Zoom, when you log in using your ABC account, you'll see at the top where it says schedule a meeting. You just go ahead and click that. Then it's always good to give it a title. So maybe you'll call it back to school night. Good idea to put your name. Whoops. And whatever your grade is. When you click on this calendar, you can select the date, then you can select the time. Just make sure it's PM. It'll default to 1 hour. You can skip the rest of this. It should default to Pacific, but if not, just click the down arrow. This is not a reoccurring meeting, so you don't need to do that. There's no registration. It's going to automatically generate your passcode. This is where you want to make sure that you put a waiting room so that you have to allow your users in. For the host or hostess, you want your video on, participants off. So all this default is perfect, right? Because you want to allow them to either use the phone or a computer. You're going to mute them upon their entry. Now this is if you're doing it with your grade level team. You'll want to enter in their email address here as an alternate host. And then you're going to save. This would be if you're going to allow someone to log in as an interpreter. Maybe you're going to having someone log in, they're going to do Spanish. So you would just click that and put their information. Then you want to save. And obviously this is going to generate the link for you and the information. So here's the invitation link. So what you want to do is you want to copy this. And this gives you all the information. It's saying who's inviting you to the Zoom, what it is, what time, and what day. So you copy the meeting link. And then when you log into your Aries account, you'll see here that says communications. This takes you to now what's called Parent Square. And that's the way that you can send emails and that sort of communication with families. Notice it starts with ABC, then select our school. I think it might default for you to Elliott Elementary, but just make sure that you're on the Elliott. But you'll know because no families will pop up if you're not. So you'll see this is the one that I sent to families. You just say new link. And then who do you want to send it to? So you can obviously here you'll be able to select your grade. So you want to send it to the staff and parents. Put in the subject. Maybe it's link for back to school night, Monday, August 23rd at 6 p.m. And then remember we copied that invite, so now we're just paste it in here. And you might want to give them some more instructions. This doesn't look super pretty, so you might want to come in and just, make it look a little more user-friendly. You can just dear families, or maybe dear kinder families, whatever it is that you want. And to make it look nicer whoops, my space bar isn't working. You can definitely modify the text. If you click on this little A, you can make the text bigger here. You can change the color if you want. You can make it bold. You can add pictures. You can insert a video, but maybe you give whatever information is that you want to give here. And then you'll notice it says post now or preview. So you can preview it. And that'll show you what it's going to look like to to your families. I like to send a test to myself so that I can look at it, what it looks like for them. Then I hide preview. So this says, so when they sign up, Parent Square, they can say their preference, whether or not they want to receive all communications at once, or if they want to just receive it in the evening or as it comes. If you want to override that, you want it to go out right away, you can go ahead and click that. And then this is just a post. I'm not sure. I can't think of a reason that you wouldn't notify that you would just post it. Oh, I guess if you're assuming they're always checking in, but I probably would never use that. And then you would select post now. Obviously, I'm not going to because I'm not going to send it to them. So that would be how you would communicate with them the link for Zoom. If you wanted to do a Google Meet, I think the easiest way to do a Google Meet is just to come into your calendar on the day that it's going to happen. Click on that date in your calendar. select more options, and then start adding the title. Make sure you do the correct time. I would give yourself, ample time just to be on the safe side, of course. And then obviously you want to select the Google Meet, and then notice here it has the same thing. It has a copy. So you would do the same thing. You would come over to your Aries, to your communication. Make sure you selected Elliot. New post. Find your grade level. Do your subject. Put your information in there. And then copy the link. It looks like this is not a live link, so my suggestion is to make it a live link. That will just make it a little bit or a lot easier for them. So I believe, yes. So if you click this plus and see how there's the links, I highlighted the link, and then when you click this, you can just paste the link in. Whoops. Let me go back and do that again. So I'm going to select the link. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it in here. And for the text, you can say link for virtual back to school meeting, or whatever it is that you want. And I always prefer to open it in a new tab, and then once you insert it, you'll see now it's a live link, and it allows you to even modify the link if you want. If you want it thick, if you want it green, so they understand that's a link. It's up to you. All right, that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.